Hello there, coming back to you from hidefacademy, doing our 100-day challenge for liposuction questions that are presented and answered the public or people also ask. Today's question is, are liposuction results permanent? What do you all think? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But here's the answer to the question. So let's review. Liposuction involves removal of unwanted fat in undesirable areas. You might have one area, you might have multiple areas, and to begin with, when we liposuction, we are permanently removing those fat cells. Okay, so every area of your body has a certain density of fat cells. That means a certain number of fat cells per cubic centimeter or cubic millimeter. So density of fat. So when typically patients present to us with a concern area, it's because that area has a higher density of fat cells than another area. This is really an interesting topic that I just want to talk about a little bit. For example, men and women differ in their density capacity and density of distribution of fat. For example, men carry all their fat in their belly and their love handles. We don't have any fat in our legs typically. There's no fat in our arms. So that means that men have a higher density of fat in their belly area and their love handles. Now let's contrast that with women. Women tend to have higher fat content, not only in their abdomen, but often in their hips and their back and their thighs. So guess what? Women have a bigger distribution of higher density fat areas that are more global and more universal. So getting back to the question, is liposuction permanent? What I want to reiterate to you all is that when you undergo liposuction, typically you're going to be reducing the areas of higher density fat pockets by removing the fat cells. Okay? And the goal of liposuction should be to create a structure, your human body structure, so that it has the same amount of fat density everywhere. That's the big secret of liposuction. When that is followed, that principle, you're going to have a uniformity of fat density. Okay? Why is that so important? Here's why. When you say our liposuction results permanent, it has to do with the fact that you have to understand that when you lose or gain weight, you're going to change your body distribution of fat. Let me clarify that. Did you all know that when you gain weight, you don't get more fat cells? After about adolescence, you're stuck with the same number of fat cells. Whatever it is, whatever God gave you, whatever your distribution is of density of fat cells, you're stuck with it. So when you gain weight, you don't gain more fat cells in number. The fat cells you have get bigger. Okay? That alludes to why I just made a statement that the secret to liposuction is to get your fat density uniform, so that all your areas have the same uniformity of fat density. Why? Why is that important? That is important because if we can get your body to have the same uniformity of fat density when you do gain weight, if you do gain weight, okay, you're gonna gain it evenly. Let me reiterate that. I want this point to be really clear to you all. So when people come to me and say, well, are the results going to be permanent? Well, yes, they are. As long as you lead a healthy lifestyle, you watch what you eat, you're physically active, and you maintain your weight. If you maintain your weight, liposuction results are in fact permanent. Where you get into trouble is if you gain a little weight after liposuction, and if all your concern areas were not dealt with, then the areas that were left with higher density fat can then blossom, because now the fat gain, the extra calories, are going to preferentially go to the areas where you have higher density of fat left. If you get your body all uniform in density of fat and you gain a little bit of weight, you're going to gain it evenly. When you gain fat or weight, when you gain weight and you gain the fat size evenly, if it's even throughout your body, it's not going to show. So the results are going to be more permanent. So that is the secret, you guys. Liposuction results can be permanent as long as you do the liposuction properly, you plan and remove all the concern areas to try to get your body into one single uniformity as far as density of fat is concerned. On that premise, Moderate gains will not change your body type or habitus or your overall contour, and it'll be protective. If you don't do the liposuction comprehensively and not remove all of your concern areas, yes, it may appear, and this is the question that I get all the time, maybe we will be answering this question later, but they'll say, doctor, you did liposuction on me and it came back somewhere else. That's not possible. Okay, once you remove the fat from the body, it's gone. What has happened in that situation is that you had another area of higher density fat of cells, and then when you gain that little bit of weight, those areas preferentially got bigger because there's more fat cells per cubic centimeter left there. The final note that I want to tell you is if you really let yourself go, right, you really get up, not just a little bit of weight gain, but a lot of weight gain, where you can grow universally and globally and get larger as well. So really, the bottom line is the answer to the question is liposuction is permanent as long as you maintain a stable weight. That alludes me to what we promote at our centers called being at your comfort weight when you do any type of cosmetic surgery. When you're at your comfort weight, that means it's a weight that you feel comfortable maintaining. Whether you're a 1 day a week workout girl or a everyday workout girl or boy, whatever your routine is, whatever your caloric intake is, whatever your physical activity is, the best policy is that you should always undergo cosmetic surgery when you've arrived at your comfort weight. And that's the weight that you're going to be stable at, that you're going to be able to maintain lifelong. And so as long as you do liposuction at that weight, liposuction results are definitively permanent. Please leave me a comment, you guys, and let me know what you think of the answer to that question. And we look forward to seeing you for the next question. Thank you.